Oh, seriously?
Yeah. What's that loud? It's loud to me. You're hearing a very small sneak peek of something I just got in today. Test pressings of a new record coming out later this summer. A little sneak peek. Anthony Milton. Legend, New Zealand. You know, my generation kind of. I think we're close to the same age. He might be a little older than me. I'm not sure. Really great record. I can't give you too much of a taste. But anyway. I want to do a quick video of a couple mail order things I got in stock last couple days. Heavenly Bodies. Great, heavy trio for the most part, usually, especially on recording, from Philadelphia. Space rock, psych. More on the space rock side of things, I think, than psych, but those things, mix together a little bit. Really good thing, self-released. And speaking of, I'm putting out a Heavenly Bodies LP. That'll be out. Just got sent to the pressing plant, so that'll be out in about 2-3 months. More or less turnaround nowadays. I got a couple things from Discreet Music. I got this thing. Great cover. Timoteo Carbone Hansen is the composer behind this. I'm going to butcher this. Gwethulu? Songs for the Dark Lake. So yeah, it's on Discreet out of Gothenburg, Sweden, of course. Yeah, beautiful cover though. Look at that cover artwork. And then the back is really nice. Very discreet looking. I got a reissue of Insempientium. I think that's how you say that. This is kind of on the dronier, noisier side of things. It's on Happy Places, I think it's called. Discreet, Happiest Place. Discreet did the distro kind of on this, so. One more thing. Where'd it go? There it is. New thing on Nonplus Temps on Siltbreeze. Just got copies of this in as well. Nice back cover and great labels, of course. Weird kind of rock. Weird noise rock, I guess you would describe that as. And yeah, why don't I do it? I went to Canada. Well, I went to Scranton, my hometown, over the weekend. When was that? Friday into Saturday? Went kind of record shop. Didn't really find anything. Did I? No, I didn't. I think I put it down. There's really nothing. There used to be a couple good shops in town after I left. When I would go home on break from college, my old boss turned me on to a couple new shops that were there at the time. But this is going back 88, 89, 90. There was one shop that was like only open a couple hours a week. It was a guy's side gig, or you can call him up and he would meet you there. It was a really small place called the Depot, I think it was called. It was near train tracks and stuff. And it was a great little shop. It was awesome. It was about the size of my room right here. And then there was another shop, the Electric Mine Shaft, I believe that was called, downtown, Scranton being the Electric City, if you know the rap from The Office. That was the nickname for Scranton. I think it's also the nickname for Buffalo, too, because they have the Niagara plant there, and we had coal furnaces. Anyway, there's really no shops now. There's like a couple antique places, but you know how those could be. They think it's like an antique mall. There is a record store that's in there. Like that's all they sell, and their prices are fine. They just never really have anything that I'm terribly interested in. And then there's records at some of the other vendors in the antique mall, but they're like antique places, so they think like all this dollar bin stuff is worth $20, $30 each. It's just a thing, because they don't they don't really know record stuff, I guess. That's my take anyway. I'm an idiot though. But then we came back, and then we went to Toronto to see the Mets lose, of course, because that's all they do these days. And got to a couple shops up in Toronto. Hopefully I'll try to put the video. I took a video or two of them, I think. The first one we hit was Rotate This. Really good shop. Oh, I want to give a shout out to, what's that guy's name? The Record Rooms guy. Now I can't remember his name. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I thought I just got an email from him, but maybe I deleted it. But Record Room, I'll put a link down below of his YouTube channel is really good. It's just him interviewing people about the record collections. I love that kind of stuff. I love watching people flip through the record collections, even if it's a collection I don't really care about. But he has a really good, good connections with a lot of people who have, cool, weird collections, punk, free, weird stuff. But anyway, I asked him, hey, what shop should I go to in Toronto? Because every time I go there, I go to, Sonic Boom, which is a big place on a big street. And I can never really find any other shops. But he turned me on to Rotate This. That was one of them. So I got this Eric's Trip. It's a reissue of their first, I think, self-released tape. And I think this came out maybe a couple years ago. I just totally missed it. But figuring, they're Canada, Newfoundland, right? Eastern province, maybe. I don't know why I'm getting it thumbs down, but so I had to get that. And then Armpit. And I think I might have this, but I figured I had to get it. It was, a good price, and if I have it already, I'll gift it to somebody or something like that. But that was Rotate This. Nice bag, too. Then we had a hard time. Every time we went to a place that was supposed to be open, they were closed. That was restaurants and other places, toy shops, comic shops. It was very weird. People don't update their Google information, I guess, very often. So this place, we tried to go to one day, and they were back in 5 minutes, so we hung out for a while. It was really hot, so we were whatever. And then the next day we had some time, so we went back. And this is Emissions record shop. Little basement shop, very concentrated punk. Half the store was just punk, and not really the punk I'm into, but awesome that they have a store like that. I got this comp, World's Lousy. It was super cheap, $7 Canadian, which is 5 something American. I got it because Times New Viking is on it, Sick Alps, the OCs, which I'm not a huge fan of, and Tyvek were on it. So I figured I'd give that a shot for super cheap. And the woman who runs the shop is really nice. And then my son was looking for CDs, and neither of those places really had any CDs. So I'm like, well, let's go to Sonic Boom. It's huge, and I can always find some stuff there. So Sonic Boom, I got nice bags. Big shop, and they sell crappy stereo gear, like Crosby's and Crosby's or whatever, Crosleys. Lots of knickknacks and stuff, and that's cool. They're on a main street, so their rent has to be outrageous. But I got a couple things just kind of, I'm I think I've heard of this and I need to listen to this. Blind Willie McTell, 1940, old, of course, blues guitar, so I figured I'd give that a shot. And then I came across this thing, African Steel, from Uganda and South Africa and Zimbabwe, Zambia and the Congo. That looked kind of interesting. It's on Olvida. And then this was on my want list, and I didn't think I'd come across it, but it's Songs of Cambodian Liberation. What label is this on? Raku, I think. Raku Microphone, something like that. Aku, I think it's Aku. It's been on my list. Someone played this, and I found it interesting sounding. It might have been Dom, not sure, or my buddy John, but yeah. Cool little digs for not a ton of time in Toronto. We're going to Pittsburgh maybe in about a month. So I'll try to hit some shops in Pittsburgh. I never really hit shops in Pittsburgh. I got to find out what to hit down there. I know Jerry's is a really big joint, if that's still around. But I don't have a high tolerance for digging. So I like small shops that I could dig through everything, or there's very nice, like Sonic Boom had really nice international section, and even that was down by country or continent. So that was great. Their punk and other indie stuff was like moved to the side, and I couldn't get to it because and it was like American, like guitar music, probably blues and stuff like that. They were having a show, so they moved some of their things to make room for the stage. So I couldn't look at everything, and that was fine though. I didn't need to spend more money. So there's a little bit more of this. Yeah, Anthony Melton, get ready for that. Couple months. Got a little, Dead Sea vibe. Of course, that's kind of a crutch. I think description because he is from New Zealand, but it's got that kind of downer vocal. Really nice dirgy guitar. He's super talented. Does a cool range of stuff, but usually a lot of stuff he does either solo or with other people sounds a little bit like this too. So yeah, get ready for that. In a week, I have Ethan WL. He's going by his real name now, Ethan W. Olson. That will be coming out. We set the official release date as next Friday, July 10th. The physical records may or may not be in our hands on that date, but they'll very soon afterwards, like a day or two after that. So that'll be that. And, if you haven't grabbed the Lucas Gunn and William DeLee records, those are still available, selling well, but, make sure you get a copy. And the last couple, Joseph Alred and Kohoutek, make sure you grab those too. And why am I blanking on? Oh, yeah, of course. De Vlaamse Primitieven. I think I'm maybe saying that a little better now. De Vlaamse Primitieven. So make sure you pick that up. Kevin Cole, J.W. Bird cassette as well. Lots of stuff. What is that? 6 things already. 7 coming out next week in a matter of the last 2 months. Carbon Summer. All right. Take care. See ya.